Look at how far this franchise has come. They've gone from a bunch of street racers doing their street racing thing in a movie that was pretty much Point Break with cars, to now a bunch of cars taking on a battle tank and a plane. That is cinema escalation right there. Fast and Furious 6. So Fast and Furious 6 takes place after Fast 5, and I thought Fast 5 was awesome. They found a really cool niche with this whole Fast and Furious thing in which they took Fast and Furious and made it a heist movie. A really sweet heist movie. Now the crews all live in large, they got their millions of dollars. Life could be worse than being a millionaire. But now there's this other hotshot crew committing crimes, you know, with cars and street racing. And now The Rock's like, there's only one crew that can take out a crew of criminals. And that's the other crew of hot-rodding criminals that I know, so he gets Vin Diesel and his crew. And The Rock goes to Vin Diesel and he shows him a picture of Michelle Rodriguez, who is dead now. But I guess she's not dead and she's running with the enemy, so Vin Diesel's like, you don't turn your back on family. We need to find out what's up. And The Rock's all like, and now we have our new movie. A pretty fun movie at that. This isn't as much of a heist movie as it is criminals going after other criminals at behest of The Rock, but the other criminals are like worse criminals. Vin Diesel and his crew, they're the lovable criminals, so it's okay for them. The realm of illegal and the realm of likable, they're two different things, really. This movie played it smart in which the criminals in this movie are like the mirror image of Vin Diesel's crew. You know, they're like the Dark Link. And Vin Diesel's crew, they're all the good links. And if you're an avid Xbox player and you didn't get that reference, it's a Legend of Zelda reference, but don't worry. Judging by Xbox One's big unveil, it's only a matter of time before you come to the good side of the force and leave all that behind you. Fast and Furious 6 gives me a little bit of what I really liked about Fast 5, but it does cater to what made Fast and Furious big in the first place. Cool cars, awesome chases, hot chicks. You can't deny this movie has some really exciting shit. I mean, like I said, cars are chasing down and taking on a battle tank in a scene, and then they have to take down a plane, which they showed in the trailer, and they shouldn't have shown that. I'm just saying, doesn't make it any less badass. And the movie does a good job at incorporating story-based elements into it. Story-based elements that tie back to the other Fast and Furious movies. There were a couple of calls that were made in the movie in which case you're like, I don't know why. The whole Michelle Rodriguez thing as a whole is one of those situations. Why is she back? I don't know, just to have her back. Unless you're Agent Coulson, if you're dead, stay dead. This movie had good comic relief too. In a movie like this where you have a big crew, you need to show that your crew does work well together. You could say they established that in the previous movies and really in Fast 5, but this is a new movie, so you still need to remind people that they work well together. Comic relief, as long as they don't overdo it, can be a good way to show that. And they did it pretty well. And I like the fact that The Rock has to work with the crew he was hunting down in the last movie. Cool to see? Yes, it was. Original? Not at all. Don't go into this movie thinking to yourself, well, let's go see if Oscar season starts early this year. That would be stupid. Fast and Furious 6 set out to do a job, and it did its job pretty well. The job is to entertain you with fast cars, really high velocity, fast paced shit that makes you go, I am having a good time. Not as good as Fast 5, that's for sure, but still entertaining. I will say Fast and Furious 6 is a good time, no alcohol required. Alright, so we're in week 3 of the summer movie season. What do you think of the summer movie season so far, and what movie are you looking forward to the most? Could be a movie that's already come out. Who knows? That's up to you. Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.